We're back now on the town hall with a story that you'll see only on 2, having to do with standardized tests that tens of thousands of students are taking right now all over our region and all over the state. We're specifically talking about the English Language Arts or ELA exams. 2 on Your Side has learned that at least in some cases, the questions were simply copied and pasted from previous years.
Now, we've been working on this story for a few days now after speaking with multiple teachers who were concerned about the change. The state education department won't give us all of the facts, but has confirmed our reporting. So here is what we know. Let's start off with the 5th grade ELA exam. We talked with 2 teachers in 2 different districts who said 3 of the 4 passages this year were taken directly from the 2019 test.
Yeah, and that's significant because the 2019 exam was available online as a practice. You can see a shot of it right there on your screen. Some teachers used that 2019 test to study with their kids, while other teachers used other years to practice. And so the kids who practiced with the 2019 test have a pretty good chance of doing great, right? They've already seen 3 of the 4 passages. Those who practiced with a different year are going to have a much more difficult chance of doing well. Now, it's not just 5th grade. Buffalo Public Schools confirmed that some teachers reported passages copied from previous tests in the 3rd and 4th grade ELA exams. The district reported that to the New York State Department of Education. And again, we have reached out to the Education Department to kind of see what's going on here.
Here is part of the statement that we got, quote, given the pandemic, which provided extraordinary circumstances both last year and this year, NYSED requested a waiver from the USDA to cancel this year's assessments. That waiver was not granted, and we are unable to comment further at this time while testing is underway on the content of the grades 3 through 8 ELA tests. Educators, students, and parents can be assured that the tests will be valid, and students who are able to participate in the tests will receive valid scores. So the state also pointed out that kids most in need of assessment are those learning remotely, and they were not required to take the test this year.
Yeah, also test scores will not be used to determine funding to the same extent that happened in the past, and that's important. But I can tell you in conversations that we've had with teachers who are doing this, first of all, they didn't know this was going to happen. They've been practicing with their kids for weeks leading up to this. They know this testing is important even during a pandemic. And then to look down and see that they were copied and pasted from previous years, they felt like they were cheating. One teacher told me that her kids were coming up saying, you know, I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. I already saw these questions, and then there might be a classroom right across the hallway that practiced with the 2018 exam, and they don't have that advantage. I don't know what the answer is here, Kate. I think the state education department's in a difficult position because we are in the middle of the pandemic, but this has caused a lot of confusion and angst in school districts all over.
Yeah, for sure. And that's such an interesting story to hear that the students were coming up and saying, we feel like we're cheating. We feel like we're not doing this the right way. And that's a huge indicator of how big of a problem it is.
Absolutely. We will stay on top of this story. I think a lot of follow-up to come.